Okay, so today it is just over 7 months since I set up this aquarium, and there is few things I've noticed. So if I go starting from this coral here, I just don't remember the name of it, but since I've got it, didn't really change. Whether it grew, I'm not quite sure, but there is no really change with it, so I guess it's fine. So that's this angle, and I can get it from the other angle as well. Then we got this hammerhead. Since I got it, it grew quite a bit, but just a few weeks earlier I've noticed that the polyps around the edges became very flimsy and everything seemed to be shrinking. So I'm not quite sure what's happened. I started to feeding them with the coral food, and right now they definitely look better than before, so I guess that must have helped. The green hammerhead, well, since I've got this, it grew, but I didn't really have any problem with that, so I guess this one is okay. Then I got this frog spawn, and since I got it, I've noticed that he was getting smaller and smaller. So when I looked closely, I've noticed a lot of flatworms around the heads of the coral. They were just literally everywhere. I've also found some flatworms on my front glass of aquarium, and to be honest, I'm keep getting those every day. So every day I'm looking at aquarium, I see few more on the glass. Now that one over there on the gravel, since I've got it, it didn't really change, although I can see, at least in my opinion, it doesn't really look as good as it used to. So I guess it's probably going slightly south way. Then I got this one here. Now this one, well, it's definitely grew since I've got it. I guess it looks fine. But again, I'm not an expert. This one over here, it definitely grew, and it was actually very healthy until probably a week ago, and since then it started shrinking, like you can see in here, and it's just getting worse. Again, I have no idea what's happening here. But those two are actually looking, well, definitely bigger than they were since I got them, and to me I think they look quite healthy. Didn't have any problems so far, so hopefully they'll live. Now here I've got palm tree cloves, and well, they don't look like a palm tree anymore. I've repositioned them a few times already. They're just getting smaller and smaller, so again, not quite sure what to do with them. These ones, they look pretty much the same as they were since I got them, so I guess they're fine. Now that one, since I've got it, and that was one of my very first ones, didn't really change. I think it may even grew, and I never had a problem with that, so I guess this one is okay. Now this one here definitely grew, and again, I didn't have a problem with that. Now this one here, I've changed position of it a few times, but again, I didn't really see anything concerning, at least to my eye, so I guess it's okay. Now this one is relatively new. Again, since I've got it, I can't really see anything changes, so I guess it's okay. Now those ones I've had to reposition 3 times already, but I can't really tell whether they grew or not and whether there's anything wrong with them. Now this one here, when I got it, it was a very nice green color, and now, you know, it's not really green anymore. I mean, you got some spots which are green, but it's just getting white. So it's definitely something wrong with that, but I have no idea what. Now this one here, I had to reposition a few times, but at the moment, in the position where it is at the moment, I think it's okay, because I've noticed that it grew slightly. I guess it's fine. Now, bird's nest, that definitely grew, and I don't think there is anything wrong with that. I was concerned at the very beginning, but I mean, at the moment it seems fine. This one here didn't really change since I got it, so I guess it's fine. That one over there, it's relatively new, so it's hard to tell. For me, is that fine or not? Not quite sure. I guess it's fine, but you know, we'll wait and see. Now this one here, is actually a big disaster for me, because it started with just one stick in the middle, and it was beautiful. It was all red, you know, very tiny polyps everywhere, and it grew, definitely grew, and it was literally a few days ago I've noticed that it started getting white. So I guess, well, I guess it's gonna die. I have no idea why. Hopefully we'll be able to tell. Now this one here, I didn't really pay too much attention to it previously, but I've noticed that all these little polyps you've got at the top, you used to have it everywhere, and it's clearly gone at the bottom of it. So I guess, again, there's something going on with that one too. And that's my clam, which seems to be fine and happy. Okay, so you probably noticed a lot of guesses from my side, but I really don't know what's going on in here and why they are dying. I can understand the flatworms, but other than that, I can't really see anything else which could lead to, well, to the situation I've got at the moment. I also noticed the algae started to grow again. There's not as many as I used to have, but you know, I didn't have any at some point, and now they started to grow. So I guess that's an indication of something. I also noticed the gravel gets a bit dirty, so probably again, I mean, should I clean this or should I just leave it? Not quite sure. And I know I sound like ignorant amateur, but I am amateur, and the ignorance comes from lack of the knowledge. So hopefully I can get some guidance to move forward. Okay, so the next part of the video is how I do the test. I fast forwarded less important footage, but at the same time I wanted to show the entire process, what I'm doing as I'm going through the testing. So if there's anything I'm doing wrong, please let me know. And these are my test results from basically day one since I started testing the water. This is how I feed the fish. I'm normally putting 2 cubes of red worms and 2 cubes of shrimps, and then I'm mixing that with the red flakes, green flakes and these granules, and I'm giving that to the fish only once a day. So total volume of display tank is 1700 liters. Total volume of water overall, including sump, is just over 2000 liters. And now about filtration system. So obviously I've got a skimmer, I've got 3 roller filters, 2 refugiums, and the UV light system, which runs on its separate circuit with its own pump and is connected directly to the display tank.